Alright, let's have a break from the walk cycle for a bit. If you are so far and you managed to do the walk cycle and doing with the cape and the feather on the helmet, I'm very proud of you. This was a hard task, and if you drew your own character and created the meshes and the bones and everything and the animation, you should be proud about yourself too. Okay, just now, to have a bit of relaxation from the walk cycle, let's make an attack animation, a very simple one. We started with the slash as our very first animation. You could keep that one, delete the keyframes and start from 0, because why not? So we call it the slash, and the cape here is not really moving, and we have to redo everything. But it won't be a big task, not as big as a walk cycle, but you have to do it because usually your game needs an attack move, yes? So how to time a slash, how to time a movement, a hitting movement, an attack. Now, what is an attack? An attack, in a game, the attacks are usually fast. It's a fast hit, pa-pam. So the timing has to be accordingly fast. So we have a first key. Make everything visible. So in the first key, the character is holding the sword. And from there, let's say he is holding it down here. And he immediately pulls his hand up to hit. That takes a bit of time. Let's say like 2 frames. Or 3. We make a keyframe here as well. And the sword is coming up. Upper arm, lower arm. Then in the next frame, the sword is already hitting. And this is a mistake I see in some of the games and some of the animations. They don't think about the timing. So they think if a step is like several frames, then a sword hit is also several frames. Takes much more time to do 2 full steps. It was like 16 frames for us in the previous animation, in the walk cycles. It takes much more time to do it than hit with a sword or hit with a fist. And it means in 1 frame time, which is really not much, the sword will move from here to here. But this is not finished yet, because after that, the sword will move again. Hit the target, which is about here, and move further than the target. Maybe in the previous frame the arm is not, it's better if it's not extended yet. Okay, but here it's turning and it's fully extended. And then there is a last frame where the arm is down and the sword is almost hitting the ground. And then we make a bit of a distance again, and we make a frame where the arm is resting. So the sword is coming back. Maybe here it can be even go over. So if I hide the bones, what do I have so far? What I see, it has to be closer still. And I turn off the loop, so I see what is happening. It went up very fast and came down even faster. And it has a nice bounce back. Maybe this one I even delete. and make the animation even snappier. Let's see now. Yes. But what is happening when we are hitting? The whole body is moving. The power of a punch or a slash is coming from the leg where he's standing. So what I want to do is that when he is hitting, he will lean forward to reach the opponent. So the arm goes up, and from here the body will move forward, the head will move forward. If the head is moving forward, then this one is coming down a bit, and then I go to the fourth frame and I do it even more. Like he's bending forward, I move the head a bit forward, and this one I rotate even more. If this is rotated, then the upper arm has to come forward as well. Here as well, and here as well. Let's see. You see, it's going forward. And then on the last frame, I want to move the head backwards. Back a bit, and lift it up again. Now whenever the head is going forward, like here, then the feather will be totally on the helmet. And here, on the last frame, it will bounce back. Okay, and my favorite part, the visor. When the hand is going up and the head is going forward and the visor is going upwards, that's fine. But first, the visor needs to be here. It's medium, it's normal. When the hand is going up, the visor is going high a bit, tiny bit. When it's in the movement, it's going up totally. It is a bit like you are always watching your opponent. Even when your head is moving, you are watching at your opponent. And then when the head is coming back, the visor is coming back as well. What I said, the movement is not coming from the upper body even, not from the arms, not for the head jerking forward. It is coming from the legs. So when this is coming up, this leg is preparing to propel. And this leg is coming down. So the whole character, again, comes down a bit. But here, so when he is coming, he is already preparing. And here he is propelling himself very much. And when he is here already, on the last stance, he is already standing up. He finished the movement, he jumped forward. Now this again, like with the walk cycle, this happens in one place. Like the character is not moving forward. But in your game, this would be a forward slide. Or this is what I would do. Okay, let's see how it looks. It looks very fast. In a small view, it looks very nice. I'm really thinking to make it bend over even more. And tuck the head in. That was the jumping in it. And you see the visor is moving very nicely. I can even rotate it a bit more. Okay, nice. So what I will do now, I will do the cape. When he is standing, the cape is just hanging nicely. It's the same pose that we had before. This one, the rear cape, bottom cape, I move. Nice. And with the cape I'm gonna be super easy. I just gonna animate it here. And what it will do is that it will bend. And in the last frame, it will do the same as it did before. And because the body moved forward, I move the cape forward too. Let's see it without the bones. Okay, and then in the last frame I lift the helmet up again. Okay, it looks great. Let's finish the attack move in the next lesson.